Why did you ask me that question? Have you ever been in a position where somebody's asked you a question, you felt like they've personally attacked you, so you've gone into defense mode, you felt like you had to answer the question? Well, here's a great thing to consider. Is it possible that A, the person wasn't really asking you a question, they just wanted to talk, so they pretended to ask you a question, or the information that they wanted to give you, they put it into the form of a question, so you go and answer the question, then you end up realising that they weren't really interested in what you had to say anyway, they weren't listening to what you had to say. The second part is, if they really are asking you a question, they are personally attacking you, why would you go into defense mode? Why not, and this is the perfect response, which is, why did you ask me that question? So we get asked a lot of questions about food, exercise, parenting, finances, our career path, our opinions about things, and we feel like we have to answer the question. But what a waste of time if the person's not really interested in our answer, and why did they ask us the question in the first place? So why not ask, why did you ask me that question? Cool, calm, no pressure, just simply, great question, why did you ask me that question? And then they have to tell you why. So usually what happens though is that they just start talking. And because I'm an old lady and I've been on the planet a really long time, and because I use that communication technique all the time, usually when I say, why did you ask me that question? In fact, 99% of the time, people just start talking. They say, oh, well, I just wanted to tell you about, and they start talking. And the really great thing about that is you now know where they're coming from. You know what their opinion is. You know why they've asked you the question, why they're talking, and if you're ever going to have a conversation with them, you've got more information to have that conversation. You don't have to be on the defensive. You can be on the offensive, or why not just have a great conversation? But how can you have a great conversation with somebody when you don't know why they're talking or why they asked you a question? So rather than get upset if somebody, and sometimes it feels like that, doesn't it? Where it feels like somebody's attacking you because they say, tell me about, or you need to answer this question. And we feel like we've got to answer the question. Well, first of all, we only have 24 hours in a day. And why would you waste time answering a question when somebody's not really interested in your answer anyway? They just want to talk. And if somebody's attacking you and they want you to go onto the defensive, what a silly conversation. Why would you want to have somebody like that in your life? So if you want to have fun conversations, if you want to have interesting conversations, if you want to have conversations with people that are genuinely interested in what you've got to say, there's a great question to ask. Why did you ask me the question? So if somebody says, why do you eat that way? Why do you exercise that way? Why do you believe that political persuasion, that religious persuasion? Why do you have that opinion? Great question. Why did you ask me that question? And get them to do the talking, because the more talking the other person does, the more information you get. So you can now decide, will I have this conversation? Will it be worth my time, or will it be a waste of my time? So the 24 hours that you've got, how about enjoy every minute? And if you're going to have great conversations with people, awesome. But why would you waste your time having conversations with people that are attacking you, or they just want to give you their opinion without listening to yours? I think life is too short, and if you want to live your life to the max, how about ask that question? Why did you ask me that question? Live your life to the max. Woohoo!